of your screen. When you do submit your question, please be sure to select the option to send your question to the host, presenter, and panelists, and we'll be happy to get that answered for you. We would also like to get some feedback from you, so we'll be running a short poll at the start of our Q&A session. This poll will pop up on the right-hand side of your screen, and it'll be there for about 2 minutes, so if you can quickly get that answered for us, we'll appreciate that. And with no further ado, I will now hand the floor over to Alistair to begin today's presentation. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Amanda, and thank you all for joining the conference. And I'm going to quickly introduce the company, Silverstring, and also the product Predator. And then I'm going to be handing over to Ronnie, who's going to go through the product in just a little bit more detail. But what I'd like to try and do is quickly go through the, looking at the title, I was wondering, maybe it's a bit of a long title. And ultimately, what we're trying to do here at Silverstring is to simplify some of the management tasks associated with managing day-to-day operations around IBM storage, in particular, the Tivoli Storage Manager environment. Okay, so if I move on to my first slide, just want to quickly introduce Silverstring as a company. We started business trading in 2002 as a typical IBM business partner, where we were designing, implementing, and supporting IBM storage solutions. And we quickly got a reputation for being very good at implementing TSM and managing TSM environments. What we found, though, was that obviously the management of TSM could be very complex, could be very time-consuming. And a lot of the customers that we were talking to were, looking to get on with other tasks, maybe more strategic tasks, and they were getting bogged down with some of the day-to-day administration of TSM. And so in 2006, we released the first version of Predator, which is a very simple tool, web-based tool, just to help with some of the day-to-day management of TSM. And that has expanded to now version 6. It's the 4th major release of Predator. And that's also available via business partners around the world. So started life as a tool used by Silverstring just in the United Kingdom, and we've expanded the use of the tool across into initially America and the European continent. So the purpose of today's call is we want to reach out and talk to users of TSM, administrators of TSM, as well as business partners and service providers who are interested in making the day-to-day life of TSM administration much simpler, much more cost-effective, and much more efficient. So that's the purpose of today. So now, what we see as the main challenge is, as we all know, data growth is high. According to both the IBM financial report this year and IDC, both stated somewhere in the region of 29 times increase in data volumes are expected between now and 2020. Now, the problem, of course, is that a lot of IT budgets have been frozen or sometimes reduced, and headcount is restricted as well. So storage administrators have been asked to manage ever-increasing volumes of data in infrastructure that is increasingly constrained through lack of capacity. But the biggest problem is lack of time. And the larger the company, the bigger the environment, the more we see the need for companies to automate some of these storage management tasks. Critically, if they're going to spend time looking at improving the functionality of their storage and moving the infrastructure on in a strategic way, we're really here to try and help them simplify some of the day-to-day administration tasks. So our main goal here is to try and take away some of the rubbish associated with day-to-day housekeeping. If we can offload some of the basic work, freeing up the time of the administrators to do more strategic jobs and tasks, then we'll feel we've done a good job. So what we see a lot in today's TSM and storage management environments is administrators don't have the time to do anything other than firefight with their TSM applications. And they're spending a lot of time reacting to problems that are occurring, resolving the issues, but not doing anything else. And it's a constant cycle of constantly reacting to more and more issues. And it's very rare that we see those problems declining over time, because obviously as the constraints associated I talked about earlier with capacity and the volumes of data growing up, then really those problems are only going to mount up until eventually the system breaks and something has to be done, like a major infrastructure expenditure, to try and get things back to square one again. So if we can move on to a more strategic view, then that's what we're trying to do. So with a purely human resource approach, so without using any automation tools at all, just relying on basic man management, then we do see an increase in pressure on technical staff. We see a lot more stress in the IT department, the people that have to manage this growing storage environment. With that stress comes an increased risk of error. And going back over time, you don't have an audit trail, which means things like if staff leave or if a problem needs to be identified that gone back in time, then there isn't the information trail there for people to look into what we did last time and what we might want to do this time to fix the problem. So we want to get away from that approach. We want to move to a much more strategic approach to managing storage and backups, whereby we have a full life cycle of storage management automation. Ultimately, why we want to do this, it's to drive out the cost of administering large, complex TSM environments. So with this approach, we feel we can reduce the amount of pressure on technical staff. We can enable them to collaborate with their colleagues, whether they're in other IT departments or with third-party service providers. With that collaboration, we can therefore mean there's less time duplicated, people spending the same amount of time on multiple tasks, and reduces the risks associated with managing a complex environment across multiple teams of people. And most importantly, I think, with capital expenditure under so much constraint at the moment, in the UK, for example, we're seeing reductions in infrastructure generally across the UK environment of somewhere between 10 and 20% year on year. Then there's an unwillingness by financial directors to release large capital payments for increased capacity. So one of the things we're seeing from many storage administrators, they're having to prove and work much harder to get the justification to get that capital expenditure signed off. So if they can be freed up to spend the time to do that by not having to do so much of the housekeeping and administration, then again, that's part of Predator's role, to free up that time and help our administrators become much, much more strategic. So I'm going to hand over to Ronnie, and he's going to take you through the Predator product suite. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone, and many thanks to everyone for taking the time to join us today. Many thanks to Manuela and Al for starting everything off. My name is Ronnie DeGiorgio. I'm the Predator Development Manager. So my team are responsible for the development of Predator moving forward and making sure that we keep up to speed with technology and TSM and all the storage bits and bobs that go along with it. Today I'm going to start off by taking you through the core components of Predator. So I'll just give you a quick overview of the core suite, and then we'll delve in a little bit deeper into the core suite themselves. So looking at the first one on the list there, it's Asset Tracker. It's the newest module to join the Predator suite of products. In essence, it's an automated asset management tool. The next component on the list there, the Event Tracker module, is the alerting and monitoring arm of Predator. The next module on the list is Ticket Tracker, and that handles all the incidents and provides incident management for all the other components, as you'll see soon enough. And the Backup Tracker module, which is the reporting arm of Predator. And last but not least, we'll talk about the Virtual Recovery Tracker module, which is the automated time recovery estimator component of Predator. And it's more to do with optimization. Okay, moving forward, the components that we won't cover today are the additional Predator modules, and they are Predator Recovery Tracker. And in essence, Predator Recovery Tracker is a fully automated and centralized tool which focuses on testing data recovery processes whilst at the same time validating your backups. So the benefits of Recovery Tracker are the fact that it greatly reduces the cost of performing disaster recovery tests, provides a centralized recovery process across multiple servers, provides assurance that data can be recovered in the event of a disaster. It also ensures that corporate and compliance objectives can be met and reduces the risk of application upgrades or migration projects. And finally, just to wrap up with Recovery Tracker, it provides justification for server and storage investment. Moving down the list is the Predator TPC Alert Manager module. And again, this is another bolt-on module. It's not part of the core. In essence, the Alert Manager is an automated storage monitoring, alerting, and incident management module. And the benefits of having the TPC Alert Manager in your environment are that it enables proactive problem discovery, ensures all storage is fully optimized, improves and simplifies the process of performance and capacity planning. It also provides justification for or against further storage capital expenditure. And lastly but not least, it's based on the SNMP, or the Simple Network Management Protocol technology. So in essence, the availability to make TPC Alert Manager a little bit more bespoke is also an opportunity that we've explored. So anything that can provide SNMP traps, we can work with that and integrate it into the Predator suite of products. And the last module on the list that we're not going to be going through today, with the latest, one of the more recent modules as well, it's the TS Magic module. And what it's designed to do is cut costs, take care of the retention and compliance, and provide you with retention and compliance insight into your TSM environment. TS Magic is a software tool that will enable you to gain clarity of the data stored in your TSM environment. It is unique in its ability to provide a detailed and accurate insight into your organization's primary storage utilization. And this is all done through the analysis of data held in TSM alone. Additionally, TSM Magic will highlight areas of compliance failure by reporting on retention and version control settings to ensure that you are keeping data for the right length of time while backing up exactly what you should be backing up. With this intelligence, you can efficiently plan future hardware investments and make sound decisions about capacity, compliance, and archiving. So the benefits of having TS Magic Study in your environment would be, it would enable you to accurately analyze the data stored in TSM, make sure you have the right information, maximize your investment in storage infrastructure, and extend the life of existing assets, for making sure that you get the most of what you have, and also ensure that compliance with both organizational and regulatory requirements are met. Okay, so just to go through a little bit of the architecture here, and I was hoping to go through a little bit of history with you as well, to kind of go through what Predator is all about, so to lead up into this slide. Historically, what we've seen is there would be a TSM administrator who would create their own TSM reports based on SQL queries, and typically it's tech-focused, solely supported by the TSM administrator. As things went along, TSM operational reporting came into the mix, and it provided you with some canned TSM reports that are included, and also you're able to create your own TSM reports. There was no trending or interaction per se, and it was still fairly techie orientated. It was still ultimately supported by the TSM administrator. Moving forward, we start to see the birth of third-party reporting tools that were based upon the collector and engine software model. Data was collected and then stored in a database, and then transformed into something meaningful via desktop client or web application. Typically, these solutions were delivered on-premise, where the TSM administrator was now responsible for managing the application as well as the TSM estate. And then that resulted in an investment in software, infrastructure, training, and some configuration. This also led to the availability of trending, or the ability to trend and provide historical reporting as well. The TSM reports which are included could also be customized and emailed out. So where are we today? What we'd like to believe is where we are with Predator right now. We're with a cloud-based service management tool that's still based upon the collector and engine software model. However, we're allowing new functionality and updates to be rolled out as part of a subscription. You still have the technical trending and historical reporting that can be all available from the third-party tools, and it's all available from one single portal, which is managed by a third party. Information is usable by all. So it's made very user-friendly. The interface is very intuitive, and so you don't have to be a IT specialist or subject matter expert to start using Predator right away. This also allowed the birth of the automated incident detection, incident management, and problem management that you'll see today with Predator and the core components. And basically, it was the first tool set for storage service providers to provide good service, focusing on service measurement, service optimization, and stabilization. We're able to provide automated incident detection. We're able to share knowledge. We're able to provide optimized tools to enhance what you have in your shop today. And most importantly, we're able to collaborate with third parties that can help you, assist you in managing your TSM estate. And so where we're going with Predator in the future, we're hoping that we are able to transfer the management of storage estates first to software, then to generalists, for example, the operators or service desk staff, and only to pass these incidents forward to specialists as a last line of defense. Additionally, we're looking to create tool sets that store and can replay fixed actions. So in essence, it gets smarter and it learns and it's able to fix the common mistakes that we see every day within your environment. And lastly but not leastly, we want to make sure that autonomous operation apart from exceptions that are not yet discovered by this system. So again, the tool will continue to learn from the user, and over time, more and more options are automated. So looking at that slide that we have there, how we put it all together is basically a cloud solution. So the solution that you see there is the typical public cloud solution. We support a public and a private cloud solution with Predator. The requirements only differ in the fact that a public cloud solution is designed to transfer encrypted data over the internet, and the private cloud is designed to transfer encrypted data over the intranet. There are 4 primary components to the Predator Core Suite, as you can see on your screen there. The Predator Client component, which collects data from a managed TSM server and securely transfers it to the Predator server for processing. The Predator Server component, which processes and collects data and processes the collected data and inserts it into the Predator database. And the Predator Database component, which stores the collected data. Finally, this is all put together in the Predator Web component, which provides the portal user interface. It is important to know that the hardware and software requirements for each solution are identical. As of Predator 6.4, as I was mentioning there, server estates can reside on either a virtual or a physical server. And lastly but not leastly, we support TSM 5 and 6 environments at this time. So just taking a closer look at Asset Tracker. Prior to Asset Tracker is a vendor-independent hierarchical hardware and software asset management tool, which can cater for organizations' entire IT infrastructure. Asset Tracker provides spreadsheet-free inventory tracking via a multi-user cloud portal. It is a central repository for an organization's assets and maintenance contract information. So the benefits of having Asset Tracker in-house are you have a fully integrated incident management system. That's with Ticket Tracker is the tight integration there. That provides a full audit trail by individual asset, ensuring that reoccurring issues with potential to interrupt that have potential to interrupt the service do not go unnoticed. It also assists in the disaster recovery planning through the ability to create service catalogs and provide an off-site location for DR documentation, procedures, and plans, all that's put together in the cloud. In essence, this reduces cost, as you don't have to have anything on site yourself. Complete visibility enables contract consolidation plus intelligence on maintenance costs versus kit refresh costs. But you also get to reduce business risks by exposing assets not covered by maintenance and minimizing downtime during failure. And lastly, but not leastly, to wrap up with Asset Tracker, comprehensive reporting functionality includes power usage, compliance, infrastructure layout, and asset configurations and upgrades. Moving along to Event Tracker, it's one of the core components of the Predator suite once again. And in essence, it's an automated event management software tool for TSM environments. It displays the health of your TSM environment via a dashboard and integrated control panel, which automatically feeds incidents into Predator Ticket Tracker. Again, mentioning all these components work extremely well together, designed to work together. And the benefits of having Event Tracker in-house are, as you can see there, it provides a graphical view of your environment, of your TSM environment, and a color-coded early warning system. Henceforth, red is bad, amber is a warning, and gray, everything's going along as planned. This also allows you to configure all your TSM events in line with your own environment. You decide what to alert on, when to alert on it, and how to alert on it. By doing this, you're able to improve the utilization of technical resources across functional teams, providing administrators with more time to concentrate on strategic tasks as compared to firefighting tasks, as Al was mentioning previously. This enforces best practice with TSM and reduces risk. It automates all the manual processes, which in turn saves you time and money and frees up those technical staff for strategic projects. So moving forward to Predator Ticket Tracker. Predator Ticket Tracker is an automatically updated and fully integrated incident management system. It's used in conjunction with Event Tracker, as we mentioned previously, and Asset Tracker. It forms one of the cornerstones of the Predator Service Management Automation Platform. It improves the utilization of technical resources across functional teams by enabling team collaboration via automated information sharing with its knowledge base and ticketing system. This provides an accurate audit trail and a useful knowledge base by capturing both automatically generated events and manually logged user notes. You're also able to add your own records, so not only are they automated. This improves the overall standard of data protection whilst enforcing backup and storage best practices. And in essence, it reduces risk to your business. And looking at Backup Tracker, as mentioned before, Backup Tracker is the automated reporting tool for TSM environments that's included in the Predator Core Suite. It provides clients with the most comprehensive, transparent, and up-to-date view of their backup infrastructure. The benefits of having Backup Tracker in your environment provide you with a comprehensive and meaningful series of graphical and tabular reports by automatically gathering data about server processes, client sessions, and more within TSM. There's also the latest edition or the latest report to join the Backup Tracker family, which is the client report. And the client reporting feature provides enterprise-class reporting for TSM client schedules across an entire TSM estate. First of its kind, we believe. Reports are suitable for all levels of users, starting with high-level visual dashboards through to detailed, specific, and technical information via several levels of drill down. It greatly improves the visibility of the performance of the backup environment. It enables all levels of staff to make informed decisions and trending observations with up-to-date and historical TSM data easy at hand, all point and click. It improves and simplifies the process of performance and capacity planning. And finally, the last core component of the Predator suite that we'll be going through today will be the Predator Virtual Recovery Tracker. And a lot of people get very excited about this tool because it's one of the optimized features of not only just reporting on what's going on and alerting on what's going on, but actually forecasting what you can do. So in essence, Predator Virtual Recovery Tracker is an automated recovery time estimator software tool for TSM environments, which we, again, believe is unique to Predator. The benefits of having Virtual Recovery Tracker, or VRT as it's become known, in your environment is that it automatically calculates estimations of restore times using a unique algorithm from server level down through to the individual files. It enables identification of restore times that fall outside of business objectives allowing corrective action to be taken without actually having to do the restore. This, in essence, reduces risk. If you have SLAs to adhere to, you can ensure that these SLAs are within target without actually having to go to a DR site. This also ensures that corporate and compliance objectives can be met, and ultimately provides justification for server and storage investment. I'd like to thank you for joining us today, and I'll hand back to Amandla for the final.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. I see a question came in the Q&A, and the question is about, is there a place to download the slides to this presentation? And the answer to that is yes. In about 24 hours, I will be posting these slides to the Tivoli Community Webcast Archive page, and you can access the download for this. And also, the webcast today is being recorded, so the replay for this webcast will be available to you there also. I also see another question that came through, and the question is the Predator solution available in a private cloud format?
Okay, that's a great question. I'm really happy that was asked. The whole thing is all about security, and so with cloud solutions, the first word that usually comes up with a lot of customers and resellers that we work with is all about security. So in essence, if transferring encrypted data over the internet is not going to meet your requirements, we do offer Predator in a private cloud solution, which means that you will have a Predator estate or Predator server, the one that I was showing previously, the public cloud solution. It would be identical to that, except it would be inside your local area network.
Okay, I see another question. Are these products available separately?
Hi, Amanda. It's Alistair. I'd like to answer that one. The products that you saw two screens. One was the core product set, which is the 4 modules that Ronnie went through just now. And then there was another 3 modules which we didn't cover off today, which was the Predator Recovery Tracker, the TS Magic, and the TPC Alert Manager. Those products are available separate to the core. However, the core products, an Event Tracker, Ticket Tracker, Backup Tracker, and Virtual Recovery Tracker and Asset Tracker are all available as one packaged product, so you can't buy those separately.
Okay, thank you. And also, I just want to remind you guys, I'm about to open up the poll. So you'll see a poll question pop up on the right-hand side of your screen, and if you can go ahead and get that answered. It'll be up there for about 2 minutes. I see another question came in, and the question is, will Predator solution interconnect with existing in-house tools like Remedy?
Yeah, that's a great question, and I'm really happy that was asked as well. The nice thing with Remedy and enterprise-class ticketing systems is the fact that they can handle incoming emails and process them and in turn generate tickets. With Predator Ticket Tracker, one of the core components within Predator, it will automatically generate emails to the appropriate group. So it has a severity level of 1 through to 4. So you could redirect a severity 1 ticket to a specific address that would be picked up by Remedy and be processed and in turn generate a ticket. So we've seen some sites that use an internal ticketing system as well as Ticket Tracker. We've seen some sites that say the storage team will only use Ticket Tracker. And then we've seen some sites where they say, we'd just like to have Ticket Tracker send off the automatic emails to the appropriate destination, and that'll be handled by the enterprise tool that we have in-house already.
Okay, and another question is, what is the Predator pricing model?
Hi, Amanda. It's Alistair. I'll answer that one. The 2 pricing models at the moment, one is based on capacity, and the other one is based on the number of nodes, number of client nodes that are presented to the TSM server or servers. So it's a linear scalar model, starting from a very small price, less than $5,000 per annum, ranging to tens of thousands of dollars depending upon the number of nodes. So what we need to do, we've got some scripts that we can provide interested parties that if we run it against the TSM server, we can collect the client node information or the terabyte capacity optimization information, and we can run that against the pricing tool and come up with an accurate quotation. It's also available. The other thing to note is it's also available in two different formats as well. It's available as a subscription service, so you pay an annual charge for renting the software. It's also available as a fully perpetual license model whereby you pay an upfront cost and then maintenance in years 2, 3, and 4, etc. So it's quite flexible in terms of the number of pricing options available, so both in terms of the size and then also in terms of the payment method.
Thank you. Okay, I see another question. Who do we talk to about obtaining and demoing?
Okay, I can answer that one. It depends really on which continent, which country. We have a number of partners based in Europe and in America. And what we typically do is if we ask, if it's an end user who's interested in finding out more about Predator, we would typically look to partner with a local representative of Predator in that particular country or state. So I would say initially come through to Predator in the UK, and we'll partner you up with the relevant company with the right expertise. If you're a partner yourself and you're looking to become a Predator agent, then give me a call, alistair@silverstring.com, and I'm sure Amanda will be providing information about my contact details afterwards. So if you're looking to become a representative of Predator, then please get in contact directly with me.
Great. Okay. Does it support TSM on ZOS?
That's a very good question, and it's also one that does come up from time to time. We do support any TSM platform, so regardless on what the host platform is, whether it's AIX, ZOS, or Windows or Linux, depending on the variant, as long as TSM supports the software itself, then we will take that and support it as well.
Okay, and I see another question came through. Does the tool have the ability to correlate events, i.e. a storage pool fills up, so we have several backup fail? Would like to see one ticket with failures related to the root cause ticket. Now, if you need to see that question again, it's in the Q&A, Ronnie and Alistair. I'm not sure if I read it clear enough.
Okay, I'm just looking at that now, so there's lots of questions there.
Yeah, the question was asked by Roger Brown.
All right, there it is, Roger Brown. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in this instance, the way that Predator works right now, it's a very good question, Roger, and I'm happy to ask, just to be clear and transparent. There would be two tickets that would come from this. There'd be one representing the client that has failed, and one representing the storage pool incident. And the reason for that is that we want to make sure that each failure is identified. So although they are correlated and they're related together, they could be related, we want to make sure that each one is identified and rectified independently. So right now there'd be two tickets, one for each set of incident. Good question.
Okay. Another question, what are the technical requirements for a Predator client or Predator server?
Okay, that's a very common question as well. We get a lot with the Predator clients, and in essence, if you have Windows 2003 or Windows XP and you've met the minimum requirements from the Windows platform, the Predator agent itself, the client itself, is a very, very lightweight client. And in essence, it'll require no more than 100 megabytes of memory and less than 1 gigabyte per instance of disk storage, and that's at a maximum if you want to store a lot of information. In essence, we'll support anything from Windows 2003 Service Pack 2 or XP Service Pack 2, all the way up to Windows 2008 release to 32 or 64-bit. Now, from the Predator server side, that's a more common question that we get from resellers, and of course, you're going to need a bit more horsepower, shall we say, to get the Predator server up and running in your environment. So if you're interested in a private or a public cloud, you'd need one machine, whether it's physical or virtual, but in essence it would have to have four CPUs running at a minimum of 2.4 gigahertz. You'd need 12 gigs of RAM and about 100 gigabytes of disk space to start you off. And then, of course, we would support, now moving forward with the Predator 6 version 6.4, we can support Windows 2008, 32-bit or 64-bit. It's a common question.
Okay, well, I don't see any more questions coming through at this time. If you do have a question, please go ahead and submit it in the Q&A. The polling has closed, and I thank all of you for participating in the poll. I saw most of you have answered that poll question, and thank you very much for that. So, Alistair and Ronnie, I'll give you some time to do your closing remarks, and then I just need to make a few announcements to the members.
I just saw one question come up. I just checked the Q&A, and there was one last one.
Okay. I see that. Okay, so the question is Predator Alert ticketing only, or can it redrive a failed process?
And this is a great question, and this is coming back to where we are and where we're going. With the future of Predator, we're looking at making it not only be able to alert and monitor and raise tickets and manage incidents and all this. We're moving forward with the coming release to make it interactive, where it can redrive certain failed processes, more around the client side at this point. So we're focusing on that, because this tends to be one of the points of issue for a lot of customers, where they have maybe 20,000 client schedules. Of these 20,000 schedules, 100 have failed sometime in between 1 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the morning, when the operational staff are available and actually can see that it's failed. So we want to provide them with the ability to redrive a client schedule forward and say, hey, go ahead and start that client schedule up again. So this is in the coming release this is destined for the coming release, version 6.5 of Predator, which is scheduled for the next 3 months to be on GA. Good question.
Hi, Amanda. I'd just like to thank everyone for their time, and also to say that please look at the Predator.com website, which is www.predator.com, where we'll be releasing all future modules and announcements and news. So watch out for the exciting announcements that Ronnie was hinting at there, and they'll be coming up in the next 3 months.
Great. And Ronnie, would you like to close with anything? I don't see any other questions coming through at this time.
No, I think I'd just like to join Al in thanking everyone, and yourself as well, Amanda, for joining us today.
Okay, well, we thank you on behalf of the community for this very informative presentation, and I know that our members found this to be very valuable. So I want to thank you for your time and sharing this information with us. And for all of our members, I ask that you continue to check back on the webcast page. We do have some exciting webcasts coming up in the coming weeks. We currently have a webcast scheduled on Wednesday, July 20th, and that is titled Maximize Uptime and Peak Performance for Your Composite Applications with Tivoli Approach to APM. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and join. The speaker will be Greg Bowman of IBM, and he is the WWITM product manager. So I'm sure that will be a very interesting webcast. So again, please check back. And also, I just want to announce that our new community focus for Q3 is now live on the website. And the topic of the community focus this time around is skills optimization and innovative products. So We know that thousands of you took advantage of last quarter's focus on cloud and virtualization, so you can begin learning about skills, optimization, and innovative products. We have a bunch of resources there on how you can increase your skills for these new innovative products that are in the marketplace. So go ahead and check that. There is a link to the community focus from the homepage of the website. And I just want to remind you that the community focus are topics that we provide information on, but these are topics that you, the community, have voted to learn about. So these are focus topics of and by you, the community. So we ask that you go ahead and visit the community focus area and share your thoughts and feelings and information and learn about skills optimization and the innovative products we have listed there. So again, I want to thank all of you for attending today, and I'm going to go ahead and close out the webcast. And again, the replay for this webcast will be available on the webcast archive page. So you can go ahead and check that in approximately 24 hours, and you'll see the slide deck as well as the link to the replay posted there. All right, so with that, I'm going to wish you a wonderful rest of your day and say goodbye. Thank you. Bye-bye.